I gotta get this video out there. I just had a Whataburger, one of those Robert Downey Jr. burgers that make you question your life choices. And it's not one of those things where, oh, it just suddenly happened. It's been on my mind lately. Been forever, honestly. Um, I regret my life choices and everything past. Well, not just like enlisting, just everything in my life. Um, Basically, when I enlisted, right, I was like thinking I would do this for the fam. I would, redeem myself for all the shitty things I did as a teenager. Like, um, I hit my parents multiple times. I've called them names just so I could, well, in my head at the time, just so they could like feel the frustration I was having at the time when I could have, I was just a hormonal teenager. I don't know. Maybe it was just, I don't know. I used to be irrationally angry, and I guess I still am, but I don't focus it in a physical way. I kind of focus it by vocalizing my issues, vocalizing whatever I feel is unjust, unfair, and that's why I do these YouTube videos. That's why I do everything on this YouTube channel, is because it's therapeutic for me. I don't really necessarily do it for the views or anything like that. I don't do it necessarily for the clout. It's for me to verbalize my thoughts, vocalize my thoughts, because I don't really have friends in real life. I mean, I have one, but he's caught up with his other friends, and you know, he's constantly high all the time, that he's doing other shit, and I just, I can't really relate to anyone. Every time I have to try and make a friend, right, every time I try to talk to like a man or a woman, if it's a woman, I can't do anything because I'm going to be looked at up and down, and then it's like, oh, you're creepy. But if it's a guy, it's like I have to prove myself in order to like get into a conversation. You know what I mean? Like, tell them I was like in the military or something so I can get some street cred, which I just, it's so inauthentic, um, because they don't respect me for who I am initially, but for what I've done. And I really fucking hate that. That society's like that the way it is. That I don't get like the basic respect of like, existing. That sounds entitled and everything like that, but fuck, man. Anyway, where was I? But yeah, going back to this like whole enlisting thing. After the two years I've total that I've been in the army, I have done nothing. I've saved a lot of money, I've worked, but to me that's just wasted time. I've done nothing. And I've gotten a GI Bill and it's helped me pay my way through college, but at what cost? Like, I constantly think to myself, like, why am I doing this for my parents? My parents, they bore me at a time when they were poor, at a time when it's not financially, fiscally smart to bear a child. And all the things that they've done for me over the years, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for everything my parents have done, my grandparents have done, whatever. I sound like an ingrate saying this, but I cannot like, um, I respect everything they've done for me, and I try to pay it back in every which way I can. But I just don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, like my future aspirations, for example. What they want for me is obviously going to be different from what I want, both family wise, career wise, um, lack thereof. And when I came back home, it was the it's I thought coming back home would, with to home to family would ease my mind, ease my tensions, but never have I felt more isolated than when I was back in Kansas getting phone calls from them on WhatsApp. And that sounds so odd to say, but it just feels like I'm a tenant and they're the landlord. And I mean, my mom, she really makes me feel welcome. She cooks food, all this other stuff, and all that. But and my relationship with my sister is rocky, and I know it's like, why the fuck you putting this on YouTube? Go work on your relationship with your sister. It's like, we don't even relate to each other. I can't even relate to her anymore. I mean, she's a teen. She's about to go off to college, but we are very ideologically different. If you're still listening, hey, great, thank you. But and I used to think that, doing all this shit would mean something. Doing all this shit would um, eventually pay off in the end. And but what for? It hasn't done anything. I used to donate to charities. I used to donate every time I get a paycheck from my minimum wage job. I used to donate that to like a charity, whether it be like curing blindness or fucking um, you know, or ending world hunger, or like water purification, or fucking malaria nets, Doctors Without Borders, that kind of shit. And realizing how a lot of the money can slip through the cracks and end up benefiting the people in charge rather than the people who really need it. And that, and my parents telling me no, I shouldn't donate, I should save money. Um, it just got me. I'm not a good I'm not a good person. I've done a lot of shitty things, and I don't think there's any like good person out there. I think it's like good is defined by what you do, not like who you are. You know what I mean? Um, I don't think there is such a like label as like a good person. It's just um, well, it's cynical to say that a person's only doing good stuff to benefit themselves, but there are some people who do things altruistically. Okay, there are good people. I'll just say that. Fuck it. But I'm not one of them. And more and more as I venture through on every day, it just finds it harder and harder to find a reason to how should I say, uh, I don't know, like, why should I continue to, I don't know, like, I don't know. I really try. to talk to people. I tried to, even at my minimum wage job I was just working at, like, I really tried, but, they're high schoolers, I can't really talk, I can't really relate to them at all anyways, but even with, like, adults my own age, it's just so, like, fucking isolating. I just wanted to quit my job then and there, so I just quit. Money didn't matter to me, so, like, who do I owe this? Who do I do this for? I probably should just go to bed and just sleep the shit off, but, um, I don't know. It's just, I made a big speech. It was like at one of my high school ceremonies. I think it was like oh yeah, it was a drama. It was like some drama fucking club. It's for like the theater program, and I had made like a big speech saying like I was gonna do all this shit. I was gonna like come back and not be like fucking homeless. I'm not gonna fucking be a fuck up with my life, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, I did all that, but like at what cost, I just I'm kind of self-pitying for myself right now, but fuck it. I just did a statistics quiz today, so might as well. Um, it's really hard. God, like, it's not even the government, it's not even the economy. I know I'm just, like, I had one member when I was in, like, tell me, um, like, you're self-obsessed. And that is very true, but, like, who am I to obsess over if not for myself, if I don't have really any friends? Um, uh, but yeah, that's all I gotta say. But I don't know. I don't know. Um, like when someone asks me like, what is the purpose of your life? And there was a James Gunn movie I saw where the whole point of the movie is that you can influence people's lives, do the best change in the small moments, rather than trying to stop, heinous crimes as like a vigilante. And I think that was very heartwarming, but I just haven't really affected anyone's life in that way. Um, there's just really not a lot of yeah, I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I mean, I made my choices. This is what I have. Um,